Hello and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today, I'm going to show you how to make fondant. For those of you who live in different countries where fondant might be really expensive, this might be a good alternative for you. Also, some people think this homemade fondant is better than the real thing. Pretty cool. We're going to use just a few ingredients to make this fondant. If I can do it, you can do it. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get started. To begin, we're going to take a large microwave-safe bowl, and we're going to take our marshmallows. I'm using mini marshmallows, and this is 1 pound, 16 ounces, or 453 grams. These are really cheap here in the States. This whole package costs like $1.25. Pretty cheap. All right, and now we're going to take some water. I have a 1/4 cup of water here, but we only want about half of it to start. So about 2 tablespoons. And now we're going to just put this in the microwave on high for 30 seconds. And then we're going to take a spoon and we're going to stir. And then high for 30 seconds, stir, high, stir, until it is nice and creamy and melted onto that step. Okay, until we have it nice and all melted like this, and it's all nice and soft and everything's melted, there's no chunks or anything. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take our powdered sugar. I have about 8 cups of powdered sugar here that I sifted ahead of time, and we are going to get almost all of it in there. And now we want to just start stirring it in, and it's going to get messy on you. But you need to work fairly fast so the marshmallows don't seize up on you. And it's going to come together like a dough, okay? It's going to come together like a dough. Add some more powdered sugar. And when it gets to about that point, about dough consistency, it's still going to be a little sticky. What we're going to do is take some of our shortening. I have about 1/3 of a cup of shortening here, but you're not going to, you may not use that much. You may need a little bit more. And I'm just going to put some shortening here on my surface. I'm just using a silicone mat. I don't want to put it directly on my table. If you have like a counter or something, do that. And then we're going to put some on our hands. Make sure your hands are clean. And the shortening is going to help keep it from sticking to your hands. Okay? And it's going to be all super soft right now. And we're going to just knead it like we would knead dough. And still pretty soft. So what we want to do, and it's going to firm up as we're kneading, is we want to take in some more of our powdered sugar. This is a great time to wear an apron. Some more powdered sugar. And yes, this is very messy job. Talking about colors, if you're going to use food coloring, you want to use a gel, food coloring gel, like these gels. And if you just want one color, then you can put that color in right when you're stirring and melting the marshmallows. But if you want to do separate colors, then you're going to have to fold those in after the fact. And whenever you need a little bit more shortening, just grab some more shortening. Add some more powdered sugar as needed. All right, it's starting to get there, so it's going to get more firm on you, and it's going to start to feel like traditional fondant. And you can get it, you can leave it softer or harder, but typically when you pull it, if it stretches like that too easy, it's a little bit too soft still. So just keep adding more powdered sugar and kneading it in there and getting it all over yourself. It's always messy, but it's kind of fun too. It's like one of the messiest times that your kitchen's gonna be with powdered sugar everywhere, but it's a lot of fun and it's a lot cheaper than store-bought fondant and tastes a lot better. Test it again. That's getting really close. See how it just kind of broke apart like that? That's just about there actually. And we have maybe 1/4 of a cup of our powdered sugar left. That's great. Now, if we want to color this, like for example, I want to color this bit right there. I'm going to take some gel, food gel. Just use food gel. Let's see what color. Maybe I'll do red. And just a couple drops. Put some more shortening on your fingers. This will help keep the color from sticking to your hands. Or you just put gloves on. And we're just going to fold in that color to the fondant. Just knead it in. And then it's going to start to show through. All right, so there we have it. I got some white and some pink. I would have done a darker red, but I ran out of red. That's quite all right. And now what we want to do, we need to let this chill in the refrigerator for about 12 hours before we use it. And in order to store it, we want to take some of our shortening, get it all over our hands, and then we want to go all over the fondant with the shortening. And this is going to help it to not dry out. Okay? And once you got the fondant all nice and greased up, we can wrap it in plastic wrap. All right, now that I have everything cleaned up, we are going to take some of this plastic wrap and we are going to cover up this fondant. Again, make sure to cover it with your shortening. We don't want any air to get into this. That's going to help it store. Great. Do this other one. There we go. Our fondant is ready to go. We'll put it in the fridge for about 12 hours to 24 hours. And then when you want to use it, just take it out of the fridge, let it come to room temperature, and just knead it in your hands until it's ready to be worked with. Simple as that. And there we have it, homemade fondant. Really easy to do. So whether it's too expensive where you live, or you don't like the taste of traditional fondant, or maybe you just want a fun, messy activity to do in the kitchen, make some homemade fondant. Really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care.